Alright, Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Shemi Shai, by Hashem Rakar Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone that rule impeccably well. And Shalom to the Archon that's pushing his truth and sincerity across the four winds. Alright, I just want to get into a quick video. Currently on the road at the moment, so I ain't got my scriptures to hand, but I just flipped on the screen record and I typed in World War III into Google, as you can see here, and you know what you can see is look, man, this is prophecy right here. This is wars and rumors of wars, as it tells us in the scriptures, man. All right, top 10 safest countries if World War III happens. Israel shoots down Syria fighter jet. World War III warning. You know, there's an array of information here. All right, and you know, wars and rumors of wars. All right, as it tells us in the scriptures. Voters back Boris Johnson and Berkerau as Tories warn of World War III. All right, World War III coming in 2019. Could Germany's World Cup exit mean very bad news? Right, which country is most likely to trigger World War III? World War III threat. Vladimir Putin's Russia now a serious problem. All right, this is pure wars and rumors of wars, man. All right, World War III is coming. Anyone that is denying that World War III is going to take place, right, or just thinks that, you know, this world that we're currently living in, the so-called white man system, is so civilized and so proper that it's impossible that they would let World War III happen, which I've heard that explanation many times from people in the world, right? Because that's exactly what people in the world are. They're just people in the world, man, right? They're people in the world that have no clue of the climate and the current affairs that we're currently involved in the world, all right? Literally, they have no clue. They're just living day by day, all right? They're so focused and consumed by their everyday life and by their routines that a thing called World War III is impossible in their sights, man. All right, but that's why you gotta be a watchman. That's why you gotta be very circumspect to the things that are happening in everyday life, man, because what people don't understand is that the current world affairs are very unstable. All right, they're very unstable, and it's gonna come to a point where, like a thief in the night, the Lord is gonna come back, and it's gonna catch everyone off guard, man. All right, so that's why, you know, through the fear of Yahweh Shemi Shai, we persuade men, because we know that day is coming, man. You know, you get the inside scoop, and you got that information, and you understand the things that are coming, so it installs great fear in your soul, man, and it makes you do certain things, like push this word. All right, we push this word out of fear, right? We push it out of faith too, because we got faith in Yahweh Shemi Shai, and we believe it's the gospel. But a large part of pushing this truth is also through fear of our power, man, through fear of Yahweh Shemi Shai, because look, man, we don't want to get caught out here. I don't want to get caught out here in the midst of World War III, and Yahweh Shemi Shai hasn't got my back, man. So, hey, that's why you gotta preach this word, man. All right, because World War III is coming, man. But these people in the world, they ain't gonna see it. They're gonna remain blind until it actually happens, and then they're gonna believe it when it's too late, man. All right, what you see here with all these articles coming out, look, man, there's not a week that goes by, right, where World War III is not discussed in the world. What does that mean, man? Why is World War III and the end of the world and doomsday, you know, the doomsday clock, you know, all of these things are always being brought up in the media more than ever now, man, right? 5 years ago, it wasn't like this in the world. People, you got to think of that. 5 years ago, news articles weren't like this, right? You weren't getting news articles every single week talking about World War III. All right, there's never been a time like this, like now, upon the face of the earth, and that's why we believe that we're currently in the last days, man. It's evident. All right, the signs And the seasons tell us that we in the last days. We in the end, man. Right? The end of the world is basically here, man. All right. Nuclear war is about to leash out upon the face of the earth, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. Right? That's clear and that's evident. These things will indeed take place, man. Right? And there's nothing you can do about it because it's prophecy, man. Right? So that's why you got to get right with Yahweh Shem Shai. Now, I'm only speaking to you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and anyone that goes back to them people from your father's line, man, because look, man, the scriptures say my sheep hear my voice, man. So you don't have to necessarily look like any of those people that I've mentioned, right? You might look like a so-called white man, and then you might be a Judite, man. Who knows, right? You don't know, man, because our people are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, man. Which means what? Which means we gonna look like the people of whom we were scattered amongst, right? That's this common sense, man. And that's prophecy. That's how the Lord has set this thing up. All right. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick video on that, just to show you, man, that man, World War III is in the midst, man, and it's inevitable. World War III is actually, there's no going back, man. There's no way they can cancel World War III. That energy, that spirit of war has been put out there to the point of no return. All right, that spirit of war has been put out in the world to the point of no return, man. Right? You got world power like Russia that wants to actually bomb the hell out of the United States of America. That feeling is not going to go away overnight, man. Right? These are decades of feelings, decades of disrespect, decades of transgressions that have been going on, man. Right? They're not gonna suddenly just come to a point and say, okay, look, everything's all right. Well, when they do that, what does the scripture say anyway? When they shall say peace and safety, and then sudden destruction, man. All right. So these things have happened many times before. Well, they'll make peace treaties and things of that nature, and then what happens? They all get broken, man. Right? Because the Lord hasn't set it up. Yahweh Shem Shai hasn't set this world up to actually, coincide in peace. Right? Because the rightful rulers of the world, of the earth, of the universe, right, are not in power and are in the lowest state. That's the only time that we're going to have peace upon the earth, is when the rightful rulers of the planet Earth are actually in peace, man. But because the rightful rulers of the planet Earth and ultimately, the universe are not in power, this is why you're going to always have these things happening in the world, man. And this is why World War III is going to take place, right? It's because it's going to be part of the prophecy that's going to enable Yahweh Shem Shai to make his return and establish his men, the 144,000 in the power seat, and then establish righteousness once again upon the face of the earth, man. All right, so that's why the world is the way it is. That's why the world is jacked up, man. All right, and that's why it's going to remain jacked up, and these things are going to continue to happen until the Israelites, the true people, the true Israelites, you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right, are put back in that power seat, right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. But for now, you people out there can continue watching these prophecies unfold, man, because it's a great time. It's a beautiful time to be alive right now, man. Right? It's a beautiful time to be alive right now, because we're in the midst of a transition of kingdoms, which is a beautiful thing, man. All right? When there's going to be a lot of changes upon the earth, and once and for all, I think the record is going to be set straight. The record is going to be set straight for once and for all, man. All right? And that's good news for the 12 tribes, right? And that's bad news for you heathens, and even more so bad news for you so-called white people, man. Right? Because pursuant to the book of Obadiah, the so-called white man is going to be put out for good, man. Right? He's going to be a figure of our imagination in the kingdom. And he's going to be a man that people are actually going to wonder if he was even real. You know? Because these wicked deeds are going to be overshadowed by the righteousness of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, to the point it's going to be hard to believe that there was such a man that existed in history, man. You know? But we're going to have Babylon there as a reminder, you know, as a monument of what happens if you're wicked. All right? And with that, I'll say shalom.